Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your love reading for the month of October 2019. This month I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. You will catch me live. This is a new spread that I'm trying here for you, Virgo, and it's a new spread that I've come up with. It's meant to be a quick reading, and it's meant to cover as much detail as possible in as little time as possible in love. So what we will be covering is new love. We will be covering your situation with an ex. We will be covering what you may be missing in love. We will also be covering the unexpected in love, and finally the future outcome for you in love as well. It looks really good, especially your future outcome here, Virgo, I will say that. But as far as new love is concerned, your overall energy is that of strength. So I feel like you need to be strong and patient at this time. I will be doing mid-month readings as well. For love, by the way, Virgo. So we will be coming back and looking at this. You know, the energy always changes. I always say that to people. Also, do not try to make this reading fit as well, Virgo. You know, if it doesn't resonate, don't try to force it, is what I always say. You know, there are plenty of other great readers here on YouTube, so make sure to, you know, check those people out if this doesn't resonate with you. And it is just a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody. But the Strength card says you need to be determined and focus to find love. So I feel like that's what some of you need to do with this card. It also says maybe you need to be patient to find love, because it is a card of patience and kind of like waiting for love to show up in your life. Your challenge is like worries, anxieties, fears, depression, and sleepless nights and things like that. So I feel like that could be preventing you from finding love or love that you desire in your life with this Nine of Swords. So I do feel like there's love available, but I feel like you need to get rid of these feelings basically in your life so that you can have it. I feel like for some of you, the past, like, I don't think you're thinking about an ex, even in the area of your ex here, Virgo, it just looks like you're not even, either you're not even thinking about it, or you're completely moving away from it, period, is what I would say to you here. So I feel like some of you are just moving away from an ex. I wouldn't even worry about it, but you could be having like gnawing things from an ex, basically, that could be preventing you from finding new love, or could just be challenging you in general. Like, you could be wanting an apology or wanting closure or something like that before you move on, and I feel like that could be a challenge here. Your solution is the Six of Wands, kind of like an obvious solution, I would say. This doesn't really excite me, if I'm being honest with you here, Virgo, because to me, this card just says getting attention is your solution, which, like, duh, of course. Getting as much attention as you possibly can in love, of course, that's the solution. So the Six of Wands just says get out there and get as much attention as you possibly can, and you will find love. You know, kind of obvious is what I'd say to you. Next, in the area of the ex, you have the Tower card here. So your overall energy for the ex is the Tower, some sort of falling out, some sort of breakup, obviously, duh, or some sort of challenge or rock bottom moment. I do feel like some of you could be sad about it, sad about an ex. I feel like either you have regrets or they have regrets as well. So there could be a lot of regrets swirling around a situation here. This could also be moving as well. So some of you could have moved, or maybe you are moving, and that could be pulling you away from an ex or an ex situation as well. For others, I do feel like there could have been shocking information that came out about an ex, or there could have been some sort of, you know, it could have been a lie, it could have been, you know, it could have been anything like that, is what I would say. So, you know, again, there could have been some shocking information that was revealed from an ex. In the area of how they feel about you, the ex, you have the Moon. So probably, if I'm being honest, not very good. So this could also be you as well, Virgo. Again, I always say that I read for the sign that I'm reading for, so I'm always going to be on your side in your readings, Virgo, if that makes sense. If you're a cross watcher, of course, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. But what I would say here is that you could look at your ex as a liar, or as a, you know, you could see them as a trickster or an emotional abuser, or, you know, anything like that. So I feel like some of you could be feeling that. I do feel like, but again, since this is in the area of how they feel about you, I feel like for some of you, an ex could see you that way. The thing is this does not say that you are a liar, Virgo. It just says that they could see you like that. But this card here is a card of confusion. It's a card of not seeing things clearly. So I feel like for the most part, your ex probably, that you are thinking about, if you are thinking about an ex, you know, does not see things clearly with the Moon card. They are seeing an illusion. They are seeing something that is not real. Next, in your challenge with the ex, you have the Emperor, just no communication, totally shut down, totally closed off. So I feel like for the most part here, Virgo, you know, if you were dealing with you could have been dealing with an Aries, a Pisces, any other fire sign. You have pretty much everything here. It is a general reading, but definitely Aries and Pisces stand out. And so fire stands out to me in general here for you as well. But I feel like they're just totally shut off and not opening up at all. And really, there's nothing you can do about that, because even in your solution position for the ex, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands just says move on, basically. Page of Wands is a card of going on adventure. It's a card of getting out there and dating and meeting new people. So I feel like that is your solution here in this situation. For what you may be missing in love is we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So again, closure, releasing a burden or being able to release a burden here could be a challenge for you in love, or it could be something that you are missing or that you want in love as well. It's like maybe you want someone to come in and apologize or provide closure. Maybe you want to provide closure to somebody else, or maybe again with that moon card, maybe somebody is not seeing the truth of like who you really are. Maybe they have a confused version of you in their head, and maybe you want to set the record straight. And so I feel like some of you, that's what you want to do. That's what's popping into my head, is like setting the record straight, or getting something off your chest, or something along those lines. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but that's what's popping into my head. So again, take it or leave it. But I feel like some of you want to do that. For others, I feel like you just want to tell somebody something. So I would just do it, is what I'd say to you, Virgo. I would just let it out, is what I'd say here, especially if it's you that wants to do that. For others, this could say that something that you are missing in love is the fact that love, like I truly believe love should be easy. Like it's not very complicated, and it shouldn't be complicated. I feel like the media and the news and also movies have made it seem like it's going to be some sort of, Zac Efron romantic comedy or something like that. I don't know, but I think it's BS. So let's just put it that way. But I feel like this is saying that love can be very direct and straight and to the point. But you just have to go out and find it, basically, with those cards. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. This is actually pretty good. Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition, but at the same time, I look at the Five of Pentacles as a card of learning. To me, these people on this card, they are training. They are not fighting. They are learning how to fight. So basically, I feel like this is saying that you have learned through a lot of difficulties in love, like what you want and what you don't want. So it's saying focus on what you have learned. The Ace of Pentacles, to me, is like a new beginning in love. To me, the Ace of Pentacles is also the path to marriage. So it doesn't say that you will get married, but it does say that there could be somebody coming into your life who you could get married to. And it basically just says you have to kind of like get out there and socialize and face the world to find someone that you could start this new beginning with. So I definitely feel a new beginning in love for some of you. For others, I'm getting like some sort of adventure. To me, the Five of Wands, I used to call this card Indiana Jones. To me, it's like a card of going on some sort of crazy ass adventure in your life, running through a temple so that you can find treasure. Like in Indiana Jones, here's your treasure right here, the Ace of Pentacles. So it's basically just saying that some of you could be moving, or you could be going on any other type of adventure in your life that could lead to love, and that's exactly what I feel like you need to do here, Virgo, is go on some sort of adventure to find love in your life. And finally, your future outcome is amazing. You have the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, so a soulmate, and also Knight of Cups, a knight in shining armor. So I feel like there could be someone who comes into your life who sweeps you off your feet. As I always say, I don't attach sex to my cards, by the way, so just because I say knight in shining armor, it doesn't mean that has to be male. It could be any sex at all, of all the sexes that exist. The Knight of Cups is just someone who sweeps you off your feet. So I feel like there could be significant love coming in for you here with the Knight of Cups, and like I said, it could be any sex. And I think it could be a soulmate as well. For others of you, I feel like this is just, I'm getting a weird message here as well of like you finding your inner happiness, or finding some sort of happiness on your own. And again, I feel like that could be what attracts love into your life. I feel like you as a person could be becoming more happy. Maybe you're taking a break with, you have a lot of like this very intense energy here, Virgo. So it's like maybe some of you need to take a break, or maybe you are taking a break in your life. I'm like surprised that the Four of Swords did not come up here in your reading, because it almost has that feeling of like needing a vacation or needing a break from love in general. So some of you could maybe need to take a break, and that could lead to love. Yeah, the next two cards, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups. So this could be a break here, kind of. Ten of Swords is like moving on. Ten of Swords is like death, right? It doesn't take 10 swords to kill somebody, right? So this could be saying that like you realize that something is dead and over with as far as love is concerned. Seven of Cups could be confusion, but it's also part of like getting very clear on what you want in love. So I feel like you could be just taking time, and maybe that's your major focus for this month, is like you are taking time to discover what you want in love, and that's what you're going to focus on here, Virgo. But I would say this looks pretty good for you, Virgo, so, and pretty straightforward as well. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.